We focus so much on the early end of what we think of like our sales funnel and the end of our sales funnel. That's getting leads and closing leads. We forget there's an entire stage in between. Why so many of their leads don't convert. Why so many of their leads drop away. Because they're missing this entire middle stage. I'm using business cards. So we get a lead. Let's say you went to a networking event and you got 4 new leads, 4 new people that you get to now work with. Okay, I need to now meet these people and figure out where they fit. That initial introduction, that is planting those seeds. You've now got them in the ground. Congratulations. We'll move into the no stage. One stays back. You now have baby sproutlings and they are just beginning to grow. Don't leave them alone. They're just babies right now. In the meantime, you're probably making new connections still. So now you have a couple people moving through this process. This is relationship building. Let me be very clear. This process is relationship building. So you may have sales funnels in your business. This is different. It's overlaying, but they are 2 separate things. Relationship building is about them, not about you. So you have these little sprouts and you move them into the like stage. This stage is exciting because they're starting to get roots and get leaves. What does this actually look like in real business terms? This means that they're interacting with you. You're having back and forth conversations. This is really, really important. This is a huge stage. And actually many business owners don't get here. The leave and rooting stage of the like stage is really important. And this requires your personal attention. You cannot automate this process. You can automate pieces of it, but you have to be directly involved in this process. If you have automated systems and you're not personalized, you're not getting to know these individuals, what you're only doing, an example of the plant world, is that you are only working with your fast-growing annual flowering plants. Think dandelions. Those are the ones that you can get through an automated system. They're in and they buy and they convert quickly and easily. The thing about dandelions is they're also quick to die off, that they're in and out very quickly. You need to build a much stronger, sturdier base, especially where you're doing one-on-one coaching or you're doing bigger projects with people. You can't necessarily work with the dandelions. You need to work with something that's more long-lived, perhaps a perennial, perhaps a tree. Those take time. So you've got a couple people here. Awesome. Remember we had some seeds back here? We're gonna move them along too. We're still getting seeds. We made some more introductions. We move this one over finally. We get some more leaves, and these 2 move on to flowering. You see how many cards I have on this board right now? And this is a very, very small example. If you're trying to move people into the deeper stages of your business, into deeper relationships, you need tools. You need processes to help you keep track of this. I also want to be very clear, these are not one and done stages, but there should be a process of which you walk them through to help them understand who you are and what you do as a business. Farmers don't do this willy-nilly. They have elegant systems to track when it needs watered, when it needs fed. You can't think about every single person and exactly what do they need. Within the no stage, there's multiple things that you'll want to do with those people. In the like stage, there's multiple things that you'll want to do with those people. In the trust stage, there's multiple things you'll want to do with those people. How in the world do you keep track of all that? That is where good tools are available to you, and they don't have to be expensive. You understand the simplicity of what you need to do. You get a process down, a lot of which is you interacting with them, and you put it into a system that helps you remember so it's not all here, and this becomes a much more doable process. Let's take a closer look at this. Leads come in. This is where most of us focus our time. We spend so much time focusing right here on getting those new connections in. But what happens when we focus only here? All we're getting are seeds. Maybe we take a little bit of time and plant them. And now we have all these baby sprouts coming up. but we're thinking they haven't converted into customers yet. So what do? I come back here and I get more leads, and we forget about the sprouts. And what we're not doing is we're not moving people through the process in order to get them to where we really want them to be. And that is to harvest, that is to fruiting, that is to where you gain customers and clients. This is where you're trying to go, and you focus so much time on this end that you're never moving people through. So in the mornings, at the beginning of your workday, if you're sitting there thinking, what am I supposed to be doing today? Should I go to that networking event? Should I spend time on marketing? Should I do this? Should I do that? I want to ask you this. How many people do you have already sprouting? How many people have you spent time moving them through these processes? Yes, we get to find new people. And yes, we get to spend time moving them through the growth stages of the relationship. Many people are surprised how many things they already have in their wheelhouse that they're not utilizing because they don't understand how to plug it into a process that can be executed. If any of this sounds familiar to you, reach out to me to learn more about what this looks like, the nitty-gritty, the realistic piece of it. Let's do a call. Let's find out what's going on with your business and see how we can get you up and running more efficiently.